Welcome students. So in the previous class we had discussed about the credit information and selection of suppliers. In today's class we shall be discussing about the tenders and contracts, the ways of purchasing on bulk. So now let us start with the topic of tenders. So you all must be familiar with the term of tender. What is a tender? A tender or a quotation is a written offer to do a work or to provide material at a given price within a prescribed period and under specified conditions. See, first it is a written offer, then at a given price, and third one is prescribed time period. And all of these along with the specified conditions of buyer. It is known as a tender. So, what are the various types of tenders? Number 1, open tender. It is used when the value of purchase is high and when supply sources are not known, means it is a sort of public tender. Open tenders are very expensive. These tenders are given in leading newspapers. We all are familiar with the term of an advertisement that comes in newspaper known as tender notice. So these are the open tenders. It gives wide publicity and is open to any vendor. So any supplier can apply for this. The vendor has to deposit an earnest money with the tender information and tender number. So this earnest money is sometimes refundable and sometimes non-refundable. The purpose is for fixing and finalizing the prices of the materials, terms and conditions. So this is the form of open tender, which is the most common in case of expensive or high purchase value orders. The next term is limited tenders. This is used only in the case where the value of tender is moderate. It is used in the case where the value of the tender is moderate. The tenders are invited only from those firms which are on the approved list of suppliers. So it is not a public, but it is only restricted to approved list of suppliers. Advantages: number 1, the suppliers are well conversant with the items to be supplied because they are already providing the products to the buyer. The suppliers generally submit realistic quotations because they are regular supplier of those particular items. So if they have some kind of hypothetical values, so they will not only be rejected from the tender but can also be removed from the approved list of the suppliers. So they always provide the realistic figures. There are less chances of any error in supplying the items of the required specification. There are chances of progressing reduction in price. So prices are usually reduced if we purchase the items again and again. The next one is single tenders. Now what are single tenders? When the items to be purchased are proprietary in nature and order is to be repeated within a short time period. The tender is sent only to a single supplier who is dealing with the items of specific specification. So this is a single tender. The next is the oral tender. Now what is an oral tender? In case the supplier are of the minor character and are urgently required, the supplies are of minor character. A person or a committee is deputed to purchase the specified items from the market. After collecting the information regarding the price, charge and quality of product to be supplied from 3 to 4 suppliers, the items are purchased from supplier which has quoted the minimum price of the specified item. So it is done on emergency basis, urgent requirement. The fifth one is global tender. As from the name it is clear that the tenders are usually invited from all parts of the world. These are for large contract of supplies from foreign countries or when foreign collaboration is required in a proposed project. The notice containing the following information is issued. Number 1, the name and detailed specification of the material to be supplied or purchased, then quantity, period of delivery, earnest money to be deposited, terms and condition and date and time and place for receiving the opening of tenders. The tenders are sent by supplier in sealed envelope. So, students always remember this information, how a tender is opened. The tenders are sent by supplier in sealed envelope before the due date. The word tender or quotation and its date of opening must be written at the top of the envelope. After opening, the tender is on due date and time in the presence of representatives of supplier. The purchase officer write an each tender, the serial number of the tender, total numbers, and any correction or overwriting is also attested during that period in order to avoid any dispute at a later stage. A comparative statement is prepared. Now, the next is a comparative statement is prepared from the tenders or quotations which are received. Generally, the order is placed within the firm which has quoted the lowest rate. The factors like sample specification, make guarantee, period of supply, other expenses like freight, sales tax, packing and forwarding charges are also considered. So, this is the opening of a tender. So, let us once again revise what are the various types of tenders. Number 1, these are open tenders, then limited tender, the third one was single tender, the fourth was oral tender, and the last we discussed was global tender. Now, what are open tenders? These are public tenders, usually which are published in newspaper and anyone from the public can apply. The limited tenders only are sent to the approved list of suppliers. Single tender sent to only one vendor from which repeat of items is to be done in short time period, in short duration. So, a single tender is sent. Then oral tender in case of urgent requirement or emergency. Global tender, it is also known as world tenders. So, what is the procedure to open up a tender? So, a tender envelope usually consists of the word tender on which open date or opening date is mentioned along with the name of the tender or the suppliers or the name of the supplier. So, after the tender is opened, a comparative statement is prepared on which name of the supplier, price quoted, quality, all are mentioned, and from this summarized form of tenders, one particular vendor is selected which is satisfying all the conditions and terms mentioned by the buyer. So, this was all about the tender. In the next class, we shall be starting with the topic of contracts. So, till then students revise what are tenders and you should be familiar with the procedure of opening up of a tender.